Guys, Kim here from Kim on a Whim, and I want to welcome you back to my channel. If you are already subscribed, and if you're not, welcome to my channel. I hope you guys enjoy this video and kind of hang out for a little bit. Today I'm taking you through some decorations that we're doing for the outside of our house. I already did a video where we decorated the inside of our house, and now we're just going to move on to the part 2, which is decorating kind of the front window here that you'll see from the outside of the house, and then stuff that we put on our porch and our lawn. And these trees here that I'm putting in the window, these literally were made with the Dollar Tree items. I'll put a little picture in here, but it's black poster board from the Dollar Tree, some houses that I found at the Dollar Tree that we painted black. The only thing not from the Dollar Tree are the purple lights that I'm just going to put along the sill, but it does turn out really cool, so make sure you stay to the end because I will show you how all of this comes together, and I hope you guys like it. It's a lot of fun for us to decorate for Halloween. We don't get many kids here for Halloween, but we do have fun decorating. I'm just using some clear tape that I found at the Dollar Tree to hang the poster board up onto the windows here, and it does work really well. It comes off nice, and then you can either just cut off the little piece that's still hanging over, or you can just fold it over. If you try and peel it off, it takes a little bit of the color from the poster board off. But anything that you're seeing here that is homemade, like the poster board here, you'll see there's a witch that you're going to see soon too that's outside, a cat, and then like this clothed kind of Grim Reaper looking guy. That's all Mia. I can't take credit for any of that. Anything that you see that's kind of crafty in our house, usually Mia. She comes up with all kinds of things, and like she's got all of this stuff that she likes to plan out, especially for Halloween. Like that's kind of one of her favorite holidays to decorate for. We do Christmas as well. It's usually the only two holidays that we do like an all-out decoration for, just because I don't have the space for a lot of stuff. So I don't do like a fall decoration and then like Easter and stuff like that. I just don't have the room to store it, but I will find room for my Halloween decorations and my Christmas decorations.
Let's go. Are you ready? You've been staring since I came in. I know you wanna get to know me. But honestly, I came with my girls, wanna dance by ourselves. Can't you tell? Baby, baby, I have thick skin. Yeah, I don't let things get to me. But do you want me to spell it out for you right now? I'm not feeling your vibe. Crystal clear that you're head over heels, but don't come in.
Here's a quick close-up of the houses that I found at the Dollar Tree. We just spray painted one side of them black. You can see the back of them is just a wood finish. And we also have these all above our kitchen cabinets. However, there we had to do like little stands for them with popsicle sticks just so we could get them to stand up. But in the window here, they kind of just lay against the sill, and so far they've been pretty good. A couple of them fall here and there when I have a window open and it's breezy, but they did turn out really cute, and I like the way it looks from the outside with these purple lights kind of glowing up from the bottom. So make sure you stay tuned because I will show you those at the end, like all at night, so you can see like how everything kind of came together out here. Here's what they look like from the outside. A little hard to see because of the glare, but wait till you see them at night. Now we're moving on to a couple of the bushes that we have out front, and we're just going to put some lights Mia picked these lights up at Target. They're a combination of purple and orange, and then they're also battery operated, and you can put them on a timer. So we do have them set to come on like right around dusk time, and then they shut off. I think they shut off in about 4 hours. However, I will say they do go through batteries quick. And I was just on Amazon looking to see what I could find for like a solar powered kind of thing, because I think that might, in the long run, a little more expensive to buy, and not even by much. I think they're like 20 bucks, but I won't go through $20-$40 in batteries, because we wound up putting 2 sets of lights on this bush, and then you'll see we put the spider webbing over it. It looks really neat how it illuminates, like the lights illuminate through the spider webbing. Although this stuff is going to be a beast to get off come November when we got to take everything down, but that's okay. We'll enjoy it for now, right? And then you'll see we do the same thing on another bush over on the other side of the lawn here too. Had to leave this shot in here because it was really humid when we were doing the decorations, and it had been humid for days. So there were swarms of like gnats and mosquitoes and just all kinds of bugs coming at us. And at that point, I'm like, I'm done. And then Mia's just twirling around on the front lawn, and this just cracked me up. I even now looking back at it, I was just laughing so hard at it. But now we're moving on to this next kind of dying bush that's on the front of my house here. But we're going to put some of the lights on this, and then also more of the spider web, just to get that effect. And it, like I said, turns out really cool. So I hope you guys do stay to the end to see everything lit up. And it's a little hard to see at night, like to kind of, you see the big picture of it, but to actually see like little details of it. So I will also include a picture or like kind of a scan of everything in the daylight as well. Here we're just trying to figure out how to make these like styrofoam gravestones that we've had for so many years, to the point where the bottoms are kind of just all chewed up from us sticking like some kind of stakes in it to try and keep them in the ground and from blowing over. We've had these for so many years, and I think the Dollar Tree has really cute ones too. They kind of stepped up their game this year on any kind of outside decorations. And here's Mia with her bag of bones, which we pretty much just dump out and strategically place them here and there on the lawn. Nothing real fancy, but just something neat to have. And here's kind of this area during the day. The big clothed man that you see there, Mia also did make that. Like, that was crazy. There's like a bucket, and she's mixing concrete, and she's putting on some kind of stuff on burlap, and it's crazy, but that is another one of her creations. And now we're moving on to Skeleton Man. I love this wreath here, so I don't take it down. So I figured I would just incorporate the skeleton into the wreath. This no longer has, it no longer glows in the dark because it is so old. But I just think he's kind of cute, and I figured I'd put his hands up so it looks like he's holding on to the wreath. So, a little bit of a story here. My husband and I were just talking about it the other day, and seeing this pumpkin here reminds me of the conversation. This pumpkin is probably one of our oldest Halloween decorations, and he's probably been here for, I'm going to say, almost 20 years. And if you got a close look at him, you'd see like, whoa, he's pretty beat looking. He's being held together with duct tape and super glue. He's been painted a couple times because he was completely faded from orange to peach. And then he just gets zip tied to this table and he stays out there all of October. And let's face it, sometimes into part of November because it takes a while to take all this stuff back down. But now we're bringing out our skeleton, and he's also been here for a few years. He is missing a hand, and we did find it at one point, and I think it got put in with the Christmas decorations. So Mia said she wanted to do like a Nightmare Before Christmas kind of decoration for the Christmas season, so maybe his hand will pop up somewhere on the tree this year. But this is kind of what we do. We make things that we have work. And so back to the conversation I had with my husband is we hold on to things. I was just talking about getting a new carpet cleaner because the one that we have is one that I got when Mia was a baby, when she started crawling, because we decided to get wall-to-wall carpeting. And I said, all right, I'm going to have to, kind of clean this carpet all the time. We need to get a cleaner. And it's over 20 years old. And he's like, we don't get rid of stuff, do we? And I'm like, no, if it still works, we keep it. So now we're going to move on to the witch, and this is another one of Mia's creations. This has been in here for a couple years. She did make one quite a few years back. The wood was a little thin, so one of her arms did wind up breaking. So this time around, I guess about 3, maybe 4 years ago, she did this with, I believe it's like 1/2 or 3/4 inch plywood. And we just stick a broom in her arms, and she'll also have a lantern in her other hand. And this looks really cool. We'll backlight this so that it kind of illuminates out, like you'll just see her as a complete shadow. But this is another one that Mia, I think she got a something from Martha Stewart for this, like some kind of a stencil that she used. And we have loved this thing. And then also there's a cat that goes with her. That's one that's been around for probably the last 6 or 7 years. But she did the plywood and the stencil and just cut it out with a little jigsaw. And this is what we got. So here's a quick view of what everything looks like during the day, and you can kind of see a little more in detail of what is on the lawn. It doesn't really translate well onto camera at night, and even though we do have some stuff lit up, but not a lot of the stuff on the lawn. So I might have to work on that for next year, like doing different kind of lighting for like the bag of bones and stuff. Here we do have a light that shines on to Mia's cloth man. Maybe she named him, I have to find out. But it kind of has like this creepy kind of dragged down kind of looking thing. And then here's what everything looks like at night. Everything kind of just illuminates. I have a light on in the living room, so you really can't get the full effect of how this looks at night. But it does turn out really cool. And then here is the bushes with the lights behind the spider webbing. Like I said, you can't really see the bag of bones that we have there, but you will get to see the witch in a minute, and that's really cool. And then here's the light that illuminates on the clothed man. It's kind of neat. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, hit that red subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!